On behalf of the co-organizers, I'd like to take the opportunity to congratulate the government of Nepal, especially the Ministry of Forests and Environment, in the successful organization of this Mountain Advocacy Summit meeting in Mustang. Nepal has been a true trailblazer in terms of commemorating the International Year of Sustainable Mountain Development. Nepal was one of the first countries in the world to launch the event in celebration of the Banner Year. As you are aware, the Right Honorable Prime Minister himself inaugurated the Regional Policy Dialogue in March. This was followed by very successful briefings for parliamentarians, the diplomatic community, and most recently, community consultations to make sure that community concerns and community voices are captured in our discussions. And now we have arrived at the apex event of the year, which is the Mountain Advocacy Summit meeting in Mustang. I really like to take the opportunity to congratulate the strong leadership of the Ministry of Forests and Environment in organizing these series of events. The events have very much helped to increase awareness and shed light to the problems and concerns of the mountain environment, economy, and people. And this summit, I must say, is coming at a pivotal time as we see the impacts of the triple planetary crisis, the impacts of climate change, loss of biodiversity, and environmental pollution that we see at the global, regional, national, local level, and even in Mustang, as you saw in the video. Apple farmers in Mustang are now moving upwards because of rising temperatures. This is also creating an increase in the number of plant and pest diseases that they have never seen, unfortunately resulting in increased use of chemical pesticides. We saw that now the snow mountains are becoming black. There is risk of water scarcity. And on top of that, these environmental effects are being compounded by macroeconomic shocks. The COVID-19 pandemic had a huge impact on the economy, which was a major source of income. Most recently, the Ukraine and Russia conflict has resulted in global inflation, surges in food and fuel prices, and with young men leaving their communities, looking for opportunities outside of where they're born to seek employment. So we are very excited to know that the government is going to be adopting this Mustang Declaration, which we understand will set a framework and a platform for all stakeholders to work together to identify solutions to these problems. As you're all aware, Nepal has always played a very strong advocacy role in international fora, such as the IPCC and COP26, in terms of making sure that the needs and the problems of mountain countries, communities, and people are not forgotten. And this is very important because with global inflation and the risk of a global recession pending, we are concerned that the Paris goals are slipping, that the major international financial commitments made last year, that these commitments are not being materialized. And I think that this Mustang Declaration will send a very strong reminder to the international community that finance is required to implement the recommendations are much needed. So we are very excited about that this Mustang Declaration will make a key contribution to not just the upcoming COP26, but the Global Mountain Partnership meeting that was mentioned. And in that sense, FAO and other co-organizers very much reiterate our commitment to this very important cause. I would also like to take the opportunity to thank everyone involved in the organization of this event. I'm relatively new to Nepal, so my first time in Mustang, and I wasn't necessarily aware of the logistical issues in organizing such an event. So hats off to everyone who has pulled this off. And also thank you very much to the people and local government of Mustang for warmly welcoming us. I had some opportunity to interact with the local community yesterday. Mustang is stunningly beautiful, rich in cultural biodiversity. Food is excellent. So for the international participants online, definitely you need to visit Mustang. In conclusion, I'd like to thank everybody for the collaboration partnership and wish you a very, very successful meeting. Dhanyabad.